Cats win in a classic 7-point victory. Welcome, guys. And today I'm going to review the Cats and the Pies, the very awaited and hot clash. Yeah, we go today, just nearly 1 o'clock according to my clock. So it's been a big day. I woke up at 5:30 and I couldn't get back to sleep. So I actually got up just after 6 and it's only 1. So yeah, it's been sick. But we get into the game. Went up to the G, so it's been a long day for myself, work, and then straight to Shorty's place, his folks, and straight down the highway to the G. So glad we went along, and it was a great win in the end, a great result. It wasn't the prettiest game in the world, and it won't go down as one of the best games you'll ever see, but I'm very impressed with the final outcome and how the game sort of panned out. It was tough to watch at times. So I think we may have kicked the first goal. Yeah, that's right. Duncan kicked the first, which is promising. And we were pretty good. We were playing good footy. We just couldn't quite get on the scoreboard early, which was frustrating because we were playing so well and we were moving the ball really nicely and stuff between the lines and the players, and the tackling was great. Then the Pies got on top. They had some opportunities, and I think it says it all. I mean, we missed a lot as well, but it just feels like Collingwood had more sitters, and yeah, it's 1 goal 4 in the second term, and they really butchered some chances there when they could have put the foot on the throat. They really outran us, outworked us at times, and made us look really slow. They'd often always have an extra at the stoppage, or always an extra wherever the ball was going. It was unbelievable how they seemed to just have extra men on the ground, but that all comes down to work rate, which the Pies, they did their homework there and were successful, but not successful finishing it off, which is disappointing for them. But yeah, they should have been a lot further in front, and they kept us in it, and we made them pay full price. And interesting there, 3 goals in the first half, 7 in the second half, so we really lifted, and we had to, because we were pretty disappointing. We just couldn't get much rhythm going. There's a lot of long kicks down the line, just hoping. It's funny at times that we were playing so confidently and moving it so well, but then moments would happen and then we looked so scared to take a risk, or it was a funny game. And Pies got up by a goal, and they had probably the game-winning opportunity with De Goey. Got a handball over the top from Varco, which was on a silver platter, and he didn't have a shot. He gave back to Thomas somehow, and then he got tackled, and it was such a golden opportunity. It's gone begging. So yeah, and we had a lot of mistakes. Like kicks didn't go well. Some of the non-holding the ball decisions were disgraceful from the umpiring. I don't like trashing umpires, but I seem to always give them a mention every now and again. By and large it was good, but it was just inconsistent at times, and players would have a chance and they get tackled and they don't dispose of them. It's like play on. It's like, okay. So we'll have a contentious one, supposedly hold the ball but taken higher. It's got to be a legal tackle, I suppose. They didn't deem it legal, so it's not holding the ball. Cop that. So won the clearances, won the free kicks. Didn't think we really won the clearances, but I reckon late we sort of really got on top. Inside 50s was quite impressive. 10 more. We got 17 in the first term, so we were always going to put on a bunch. Won the contested battle, which is always promising. Out tackle, it's pretty good because the possessions are pretty close. I thought our tackling was quite a feature. We really put pressure in, especially what I really liked was that forward line pressure, which we've been wanting for such a long time. It wasn't always on display, but by and large it was pretty well executed, I would have thought. It looked more dangerous at times when it was in there. When we're bombing in long and high, I don't know if it was the midfield's not kicking to the forwards properly or the forwards weren't moving. It was sort of tough to say. Cohesion, coaching, it was like they didn't know what they were doing at times. But yeah, there were some really good patches of play. It seemed few and far between, and it seemed really tough, but I'm really impressed with the result, because I feel like a lot of their players played really well, and I reckon some of their best players had better games, but we're also down, but we won. So I'll take a lot out of that, and they'll take a lot out of it as well. But there's a lot to work on. Obviously, the ground ball, we really need to work on. Got to work on that front and square and positioning. Too many go inside the contest, not enough outside the contest sometimes, because we've got stoppages, and then we've got players. You've got Geelong magnet to the ball, Collingwood get the ball, and then they've got players left, right, and centre, and then they can just run it out, and they create a domino overlap effect. So got to be mindful of that. But yeah, some key moments, and Jeremy Howe lost them any chance of coming back. And Dangerfield, interesting game. I don't know who my votes are yet, but yeah, so good win by the Cats. It was gutsy. It was exciting. Finish. Yeah, didn't know how it was going to pan out, but we got the chocolates, and that's all you can hope for. 4 points at any time, anywhere during the footy season is valuable. Those first 2 games are huge, as I said in my earlier video today, or if you want to be really technical, yesterday. So I'm going to the votes. Tim Kelly, 3 votes, 31 touches, 5 marks, 4 tackles. He was, from start to finish, he was by far our best player. He was winning it. I think he got a stack of clearances as well. I think he got 7 clearances while I go in the technical stats. Yeah, you could probably call those clearances. Dangerfield got 5 stoppages. Yeah, he butchered it at times, but he got so much of the ball and did so much with it that it didn't really matter. And he was winning the ball when we were struggling. He was the man. Jeez, 2 votes. I'm going to go Gary Ablett for the 2 votes. 23 touches, 6 marks, 3 tackles, a couple of goals next to his name. Pretty critical goals, especially when you win by 1 goal. He had some really good plays. He had a couple of moments you would like back. But yeah, he was quite prolific at times, and yeah, really chasing and really providing some good defensive pressure, and had a bit of goal sense up forward. Kicked a couple of nice ones, which we so desperately needed, and thought all round he used the ball reasonably well. And I'm giving the 1 vote to Luke Dalhouse. So welcome, Luke. You've done well. 24 touches, 4 marks, 6 tackles, and he also kicked a goal. Nearly had 2 next to his name with the snap. His in and underwork was quite stark. It was good. He provided really good in and under sort of workman blue collar sort of setup from Lukey Dalhouse. Just like the way he attacked it. Most tackles for us, which was promising. Had some really good plays, and very happy with how he went. 1 vote will go to, or did I? Yep, that's my 1 vote. Apologise, not much sleep. Dangerfield, whilst not being his best game, was still really good. We'll judge him on Dangerfield standards. Stewart was handy as well, although he butchered it a lot. I really like Selwood's game as well. He got a good amount of the ball. He's kicking a bit more, which is a positive, and he stood up kicking that goal, which we needed. But yeah, go through some of the other names. Sav was really disappointing, dropped so many marks. Henry did well. Carl Jasny failed in that one-on-one contest, which could have put your house on. He was going to lose that one-on-one with DeGoey. I personally put a line through him. I don't know why they re-signed him. I don't know why they pick him, but I would drop him for Hughes or Tui, that's the guy. Tom Atkins was good on debut, 5 tackles. He had some good moments. He didn't get a lot of the ball, but when he did have it, he was solid. Myers, pretty handy. O'Connor was alright. Blitzar had a couple of howler moments, but he was okay, alright. Rowan had a couple of bad moments, but he had some really, really good moments, which he needed to capitalise on. Clark, very good on debut. Battled away. Taylor, very impressive. He was really good on Mason Cox, if that was where he was playing. It was tough to say. I wasn't really looking direct matchups. Hawkins, solid. 500 goals next to his name. Menegola, not bad, but I'd like more. Constable was handy on debut. Parfitt had some interesting moments. Stanley it was a bit of a roller coaster. Started off well, then went bad, then had really good to the last quarter. So pretty happy with the side. So a few to come back, but the debutants should be pretty proud of the way they went about it. Big game, MCG against the reigning grand finalists. A pretty comprehensive display, and you're certainly taken on board. It's not the prettiest game, but Collingwood would think they've stuffed this one up, and they have. So Geelong capitalised, and they did what they had to do, and they got the chocolates, and hopefully they improve from next week onwards and see how they go. But yeah, next week, who we got? I think we got the Demons down at the Cattery. So last time the D's, they really got out to a good start. 6 goals up at one stage, I think, going into the last quarter, and took a miracle to come back. And yeah, we went after the siren, and I don't think we should be that hot favourites. I think Melbourne, they gave us a run last time. I might tip us by a point. Don't know, to be honest. I'll see how Melbourne go, and that will help me judge where I reckon we'll go. But yeah, so the Cats home by 7 points. A nice win. Good to come home from Melbourne with the 4 points next to your name. There's nothing worse than having a howler at the G and all those opposition fans just getting excited and bagging us out. I was very pleased indeed, and got right behind them. There was some big celebrations in there, and Shorty certainly got amongst it as well. But very good from the Cats. Good result. Chuck any comments down below what you thought of the game, and give us your votes as well. Feel free. And don't forget to give the video a like, subscribe, and if you want to know as soon as my videos come out, click on the bell as well. So thanks again, guys. Have a good one. I'll catch you all next time.